Well, sorry. Sorry, it's just not worked out. I created this opening video and I didn't have a chance to put the opening video in Streamlabs OBS, so you're not going to see it. But if we ever do any regular videos that aren't streams, we'll put the video in then. Okay? So with that, let's start the show. Oh, I got to press a bunch of buttons all at the same time. Yep, didn't work. I pressed the wrong button. Yep, didn't work. All right, start over. Start over. Okay. Dum dum dum. Welcome to zero. Da da dum dum. Like I said, I didn't have the video and so on and so forth because I can't put it on Streamlabs and etc. Okay, welcome and welcome to Myrtle Man, who I haven't seen a live stream of yours lately, but I'm sure you're doing very well with those things. As you can see, this sign says it's like Star Wars text. Dun 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 dun. Episode 81. The mansion strikes back. Anyway, so we require Java 17 now for this thing. That was easy to set up. It was easier to set up than it has ever been. And if you have the official launcher, it's even easier. Like, it automatically does it. Something really cool there. And we're also at 118 pre-2, which is the main reason why I'm playing on tonight instead of on Wednesday or Monday. Pre-2 for 118. This is real keen, and don't I know it? All right, enough of that. The hand does not want to grab the bread. The hand is very tired after all the work it did raking leaves. Dun da da dun dun da den. Dun dun da da dun dun da 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 da. Oh, that's by what is it, by Crash Test Dummies? No. That's the one that goes da da da. Doot, 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 doot. I forgot who sang that one though. Okay, well, as you can see though, we are indeed on pre-release 2. We are, if you look at the upper right, you can see Java 1701, and that's all we care about that at the moment. As you can see, we I've sealed off this room. I should open this up. I haven't done anything about the rooms yet. Preferring to mess with the carpet and also with the basement. It's a Star Wars theme song. Oh, Star Wars theme song. Let's see, how does that go? This is the song of Star Wars. Similar to Bill Murray with his version of the song of Star Wars, which just goes, there's some Star Wars that don't let them end. Da 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 da. Not important. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, we were doing. It's almost bedtime, but I want to show this off. We got the carpet colors finalized, as you can see over there. Yes, the mods still work. All of my mods still work. The ones that I've been able to keep working anyway. The purple and blue down here, and then up here the red and purple. So that's it's like Ms. Pac-Man colors, except the Ms. Pac-Man uses pink. And here we've got red and orange, and then up here we've got orange and yellow. We have finished placing all the yellow. And we got plenty of red, but we need more orange and we need more purple, and we are pretty much running out of blue. And you're not finished with the blue over here. Still some way down there, not done with that. And then I'm working out what else we gotta do. All right. Oh, I get to take a drink, finally. Who knows what will happen today. This stuff's been running continuously for like days and days. Because when I go away, it stops running. Oh, we're getting into the smooth stone. That's good to hear. We gotta finish with the bricks. And I hope you don't... Oh, Finland. I know Finland. Finland. The country where I quite want to be, eating breakfast or dinner, or snack lunch in the hall. Song by Michael Palin. Yeah, nothing really happened. I'm not sure that I'm within range of the blue sheep. The blue sheep don't seem to be moving, so they're just out of range, and so I don't know if they actually regrow their stuff. But they seem to be, even though they're not moving, they seem to regrow their wool, even though they're not supposed to be able to eat grass when they're at a distance that's greater. That's why the blue has been taking longer than it really ought to. But as you can see, we're almost done with that. Then we just got to work on the back of that. All right, down here. Okay, so we got a template for this. I like this. As I said before, we're going to have some glowstone here when we get around to getting glowstone. And then we got these corridors like this. And this is what it's going to look like, except I'm probably going to have some more lights, lanterns and such like down here. And then you got this, and then you got more of the same. And we're not done with that. We're going to work on that. I don't know if we should do cobblestone slabs right here like this. And I certainly am not going to keep the crafting table there forever. But we can work out something. Maybe if we could even put one of these sort of things over here, that would be fine. Now, it's not impossible. And of course, these are on the verge of we have to move them around. We finished this corridor, goes through here and intersects. Has the tile slab thing. We're going to have stairs down into the lower depths. Which we've done that years ago. I don't know if I've shown the image, but we had an image, and I guess you could find it on one of the old episodes of Mental Block. But there's a lot of episodes to go through, and I didn't actually see it. It may be that I worked on it after I recorded it, after I recorded the last one. So that's not going to happen. I moved the bed in here. This is a dumb idea. I don't know what I'm going to use these rooms for. Okay, so that's taken care of. Then we go downstairs here. This has not been worked on, but you know, I've got to work on the rest of that subway at the very end, past the second stop and towards the so-called new base. It was have to work on the tunnel walls, and that's where this comes in. This has been finished. I've worked on all the walls. We just haven't done these because we're going, when we get around to it, we're going to open this up and have pathways and other things, but we don't really need to. Okay, now what? Got anything here I could get rid of? Oh, yes. Okay, now about the 118 server. Well, 118 is coming out soon, and we will have a server. It's going to be... Yeah, there's creatures somewhere. I don't know where they are. I gotta find it. Oh, if it wasn't Star Wars, it was Indiana Jones. Oh, you mean... Da 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 da. One of the most repetitive songs ever, because it's just about the only song they ever... Okay, it's this way. Aha! At last, we get to see the bad guys in this area. You guys have been making noise in my area for ages, and I couldn't find where you were. And I am ill-equipped right now to do anything. I'm gonna have to drop my stuff off, man. I was... Oh, this is a mess. Alright, yeah, I tell you what, I'll put it upstairs. Put them all upstairs. Oh, all this stuff here. Put that there. And we got too many X's with us right now. All right, we got room now. We can now go caving. It's probably not going to be much of a cave episode. I wasn't intending to go caving today. Pardon me. I can't go kill you right yet. I gotta walking around here for a bit. I thought as much. Okay, I'll fight you now. Where are you? Don't worry. I'm here. I'm here. Happy now? This is really well lit. Where is this anyway? It's just underneath my levels of... And it placed 2 torches. That's a very bad sign. Well, this concludes the archaeology part, or the Indiana Jones part of this episode. That's it. No more. Oh, wait. We got some darkness over here. I'm going to lose track of where I am. Let's see. Here we go. Music disc. I've always got music discs. Got more saddles. Diamond horse armor. That's nice. Name tag. That's also nice. And we've done it. And now that we've done it, we don't have to ever mess with this area ever again. We've committed the ultimate, whatever it's the ultimate of. I gotta find the way out of here. That is the way out of here. And hello to Ari Sidon. I had to do a reciting when I was in school. Ever told you about that time I had to do a recital in school, and they made me dress up as a Chinese guy, with complete with kimono and a sacket, and I didn't know what a Chinese guy sounded like. I was like 8. So I just sounded like myself, and I don't know why they thought. Maybe I squinted a lot. Yeah, I probably was squinting a lot, and was why they did that. Made me play that part. I am not joking. It is a terrible. Where are my music discs? Ugh. Oh, this is no good. There's no room for anything. And I'm hearing a basketball player. Is he outside? No. Never do a recital if you can help it. If you're a kid. No, that shouldn't be there. I really don't have room for anything here. Gunpowder I can put away. Have gunpowder will not travel. And I have something for books somewhere, but I wanted something for enchanted books. So we're gonna do a 118 server. It's not going to be this map. It was going to be this map, and I turned it off. It's not this map anymore. Why? Because I realize that we have to look at what we've got for video settings. Render distance 20 chunks. Can't do that on a server. The end. Alright, so what we need to do is... Well, birch fences don't go there. I think I got some oak fences over here where I'm going to need them. Why am I carrying gravel? Oh, I broke gravel, that's right. Still way far from finishing this map. At least I'm getting more of this done. Oak fence. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those oak fences. We don't even need so many. This school will get finished. Hopefully in time for the next school year. What do we need? We need this. This. Oh, I had some. Well, never mind. Because it's too dark over here, I gotta see if I could do this. Now, originally... Okay, let's see. How am I gonna do this? Look at him. Run over here. And he didn't drop a bloody thing, thank you. And I got the chests. Alright, how's this doing? These are so... I gotta do all of them all around, then I'll start filling this up. Or maybe with the moment I run out, I'll start filling it up. I don't know. Okay, we're going downstairs. No, wait, we're not going downstairs. I wanted to try two different things here. Let's start with that. Come on. There. Now, I want it to be like that instead of how we were doing it, which was just connected to the ceiling. But on this one, I think putting these here is better, because it's below the level of the windows. I think that makes it work a little bit better. And that was also the other problems. I wanted to put it right here instead. So let's. But we don't have a center. You see, there's 8. There's 8. There's no center, so that's not going to work. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, so we've got this set up now. Let's just start looking around. It'll tell me how many we'll need. Whoop. Yep, do them in the corner too. No reason I can't do. Well, that's not going to look right. Yeah, originally I wanted this to be here, and then this over here like that. But then they're kind of low. I don't know. Should we have them kind of low like that? I don't know what we should do. I like up there, but I also like middle ground where at the line of the stripe. But maybe that accentuates the stripe too much. So probably not then. There. So the 118 server is going to just be 118 vanilla. It'll either be amplified or normal. Unfortunately, I don't know which because we have a tie. We have a tie vote. Well, oh, I forgot I wasn't done with this. We have a tie vote, so I don't know exactly what it'll be. I urge anybody who wants to play on that server to go onto my Discord and vote on that. No, damn it. There, it's that level. Well, I've seen the second season of Animaniacs now, of the new one. They were only renewed for 2 years, so we don't know if they're going to do any new ones in future, but ended on a bit of a cliffhanger there. It's too bad that a lot of people don't seem to like that show anymore. It was very funny, and I think it's even funny today. Yeah. Is this pre-release 2? This is indeed pre-release 2. And there's nothing really all that special about pre-release 2, except they're now requiring, as you can see on the top right, Java 17. Which is not difficult to install even if you're not using the official launcher. You know, I'm using multi-MC. I got that working. I got newer versions of some of the mods. I don't have very many mods, as you well know, because the people just stopped working on my mods. Wait, I have a server? Well, I'm bringing back the server. My Discord has the details, but I've had a server for ages. But people just haven't been playing it, that sort of thing. But we got a new season going to start. It's going to be vanilla. It's going to be 118. And as I said, I don't know if it's going to be amplified or normal. Like I said, we haven't. The voting is right now deadlocked. Never watched the Animaniacs. Well, you know, it's your choice. Some people will watch one kind of thing, and other people will watch another kind of thing. Okay, this is bad news. We've used up more than half of our oak fences, and therefore we're going to use up more than half our lanterns on this side. So I don't know if we've got enough for the whole thing. So my guess is we don't have enough, but it might come very close. Oh, this is going to be a problem. I don't want one right there and then one right there. Ugh. What do you do about that? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's leave that one alone. Let's leave the corner. Let's leave the interior corners. Those are exterior corners. Well, technically that's an innie corner because it points inward, and this is an outie corner, but the outie corner is inside the innie corner. What I liked about this season of Animaniacs, though, was it had some really good different animation styles for some of the different cartoons. And they kept the character interactions with the new characters, like that alien that's a very small alien, and the little girl plays with it very roughly, sort of like Elmira, but not really, not as roughly as Elmira would have. And the gnome that lives in people's mouths, that's the one they did that again. That's okay. I've had worse. I really don't think these characters have much potential. People really want to just watch Animaniacs for the classic characters and their Marx Brothers-like ways. Something like that. 13. Okay, we got enough, I think, but... 7 left. 6. 5. damn it. So we've got enough if we could do one for the outy corners that are inner corners. The inner corners that but we can't do 2 in each. We can only do 1 in each. If there was a way to make that work so I could just have it hang from the ceiling and just not have anything there. Or I could maybe have it hang from the ceiling right there. But then it would stick out funny. Oh well. Try and figure all this mess out. Take a drink. Yeah, I watched all 13 episodes at once. Well, not at the same time. I mean, I watched one and then I watched the next one and so on. I binged watched all 13 episodes. That cannot be good. It cannot be good, and I don't think that I'm going to live very long. That's it for me. That it's gonna kill me. It's gonna catch up to me, and I'll be comedied to death. I don't know what to say there. Yeah, I kind of like this. Of course, these torches down here are spoiling everything, but I have to break all that. I think the first episode is probably one of the stronger ones, but I really like some of the crazier Pinky and the Brains. If you watch the episodes in order, you'll find that it starts with a shorter Pinky and the Brain, then they get longer and longer as the season goes on, until it pretty much is taking over the show, really. Anyway, I've talked enough about Animaniacs. It's a nice show. If you like a different kind of cartoon, then by all means enjoy a different kind of cartoon. Who am I to tell a person what to watch? The new Doctor Who is another crazy season. I don't know how many episodes are in them. They've switched them to 10 episode seasons. I don't know if they're going to do that this year. But third episode came out. And it's just been crazy. It's all one big story. And it's been quite entertaining. I still just don't like the idea of of there being doctors before William Hartnell. I just don't think that's I just don't think that's correct. There's just something wrong there. I'm still convinced that it's a trick of the master to tell us a lie or tell her a lie. Anyway, well, and therefore by association, us, since we're the people watching the show, that we should be subject to the master's lies and that be caused to believe it. Great. Great. Does this even work? Okay, that worked. Yeah, all right, I like this. I'm not very fond of these lanterns yet. I like them in the sense of there's something to be a little bit better than just a regular crappy torch. It's nice to have alternatives to the torches. And these work underwater. Can't beat that. Of course, I don't want this to be underwater. Also, they're not redstone powered, which is kind of weird. And there's some kind of decorative torch. I'm not clear on that. Some kind of thing going on there. Been really enjoying the Doctor Who this season, though, because it's just all over the place. We've had Centaurans and Cybermen and Daleks and Weeping Angels and what was the other one? They got this Chewbacca-like alien. And I'm wondering if he's related to the Garm from Terminus. And speaking of Terminus, there's another TV show called Foundation, based on Asimov's novels. There's a planet Terminus in that. That planet Terminus existed before Doctor Who's planet Terminus. Ha ha ha. But Asimov doesn't have any dog aliens. In fact, Asimov's story of, let's see, the robots, then the Empire, then the Foundation, is a story bereft of aliens for the most part. They don't have aliens because I think he just didn't want to put aliens in the story. Understandable, I think. Oh, not again. Almost done. There. Okay. So maybe we don't need one in the corner, the inner corner. Oh no! Don't go with that again. That's gonna tick me off. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, I think it's all right. It's just a little darker than it probably should be. But it'd just look wrong if it was diagonally adjacent, and I can't put it on the sides. If I was made of money, made of iron, not physically made of iron, then we'd have the Tin Man, and that's a different movie altogether. Oh, and I've got iron on me though for some reason that I haven't put away yet. Glowberries. There's something you can make with glowberries. I haven't tried that yet. Oh, it's working really well here. Alright, so we need 24 and 8. That's 32. We need 4 of these. These will be used at the other end of the corridor of the subway. Hey, we are making progress here. Okay, yeah, the idea is that this will go downstairs into some dark area. Have some little dark areas. And then we have, underneath here, we'll have like a... Or actually, it'll probably be under here. We're going to have some kind of big giant chamber that's going to consist of a lot of dark areas and bad guys spawning in. It'll be like a jail. But we're not anywhere near on that yet. Too far to go. Okay, so how's everybody doing so far? Anybody wants to talk about what they do watch on TV? I'd be glad to listen. But meanwhile, I gotta get going here. What do I need to do? I think I'm going to need more. It's 54 there. Yeah, I need a lot of logs. We are so far behind on the logs, it is not funny. And we're in the stone. The stone's got a long way to go. Yeah, we need more logs. Yep. Yep, he's gonna drop some stuff there. Let's go get that. Taking the damage already, boss. Oop, I took the damage first. Why do they ground themselves? And then you. Ha. Alright, while I'm out here, let's do some more sheep. They all cower in fear at my shear. I get dizzy when I do this. And I can't just walk out of here because the sheep are in the way. And if I open the door, they might try to get out. There. Don't need the yellow ones anymore. I should kill some of them. Orange we definitely need. No, no, no. Can't go out of here. I'm getting dizzy. Is it the frame rate? Is there something wrong with my frame rate? 24. Oh, yeah, maybe that's why. I cannot believe how loyal this llama is. That's loyal spelled like that. It's a very loyal llama. Lost World of Roy Rama, or Loyal Llama. Alright. And take another drink. There's just nothing the guy can do sometimes. Alright, let's see what we got here. Don't need the yellow ones anymore. Did it again. 33 ink sacks. Okay, so the carpet's got to go all the way across. Oh, we've used it all up. Great. Oh, crap. Well, we've seen worse. But we finished the purple carpet down here, completely finished. So I can just do purple carpet on second floor. And we'll see you around every side. And whenever you want to come back, you are always welcome. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a little sleepy myself, really. I did a lot of work today. Yep. It's one thing for people who do YouTube to have a job, but even when you don't have a... Why is that like that? Oh, I see. That's the middle. That confused me there. Yeah, it's very annoying. But if you got a job, then there's nothing wrong with why is that not and that is. Okay, we've done that level for orange, so orange is now done on this level. There you go. Oh, there's so much to do. I got to work on this floor. As soon as I can, I got to work on this floor. Put up more walls and stuff. I don't know. It just feels like a really bad attic. And then this, I need something on this room, and I don't know what we're going to do with that room. Or indeed these rooms. Just... Nothing is finalized on this level yet. Well, one thing is finalized on that level. This carpet is all over the place. It is messed up. That should have been like that. I don't know. There's a lot of work to be done there, and yes, this is getting done, but I'm just not able to rush everything, much though I really want to rush everything. Can't be done. Okay. That's it for that. We got to chop down trees next. Still use the front entrance. Now, see, you can't see the lantern so easily from here. But you can see lanterns like that. But this is a pretty well worked out basement. I think I would have preferred the basement be a bit darker. In fact, it looks like there's a little bit too much exposed there. Maybe I should have had more. Well, I don't know. I like it looking like this. It's interesting. It's not like we're keeping the basement a secret from anybody. Oh, I didn't know we were dropping some down here. It's a working tree farm. That's what counts. When will we have a chance to make an underground tree farm? That is in the distant future. And by the time we get around to it, we may want to just leave this this wonderful school behind because we've got to work on other bases, other projects. And we want to get at least one of these done before 118 comes out. And I don't think we're going to be able to if this is the one that we're working on now. Okay. The other trees are not used because although they garner more wood, yes, I don't have much room for those. I want to use these up here. Put these in here. Okay. You know, this wall looks kind of bare. Why is that not a log? Why was that not a log? All right, looks like I do need one of those. How did I mess up on that? And I guess technically we don't even need the light here. There's just a natural light coming from outside. I kind of would like to have a window or something like around here or something. It doesn't. It just really doesn't work with this kind of configuration of the place. Oh, they're still on those. All right, we need more fences, but we need more lanterns. Let's see. All right. No. There. Wish there was a way we could do this quickly without there being problems. Probably click on the recipe book or something. 66. And once again, my mouse is acting up. Oh, I had even more stone axes. Ugh. All right. Where are you guys? Where are they? Where did I put them? Oh. Come on. Okay, then I gotta do that and that. I know I don't know where I am, but I think this is it. Ta-da! Oh, damn it. Alright, so that's all cleared on that area. We got 4 groups. I gotta do the same. I gotta do the 3 over there next. Okay, now the problem is that this room is supposed to be something, but I haven't worked out what it should be yet. Since it has a little balcony over here, that maybe this would be a good place to put a bedroom. So then why did I put the bed why did I put the bed over there? Well, because this could be a bedroom, but it also is a good place where we could put like a bunch of treasure chests for the good stuff. But maybe we can have that in here. Maybe we can put stuff in here. We got room, since those are stairs, we could put the treasure chests 3 high on that one. And we could have something on the ceiling perhaps. It's all slabs. I don't know. Now you see, this is precisely what I don't want to have happen. Gotta do it like this. This is so much better than the last mansion that I took over. Now what are we gonna do with the lighting for the inside? Now we gotta do the same thing as before. Gotta have the lighting on the. Let's see. So there's 6. That's 20. So yeah, gotta have 20 of thems. Well, we've got 20 of thems. Lighting up the world. Oh, and speaking of lighting up the world, everybody used to talk about GE being all this great thing because they did all this great stuff with light bulbs and such. And I just want to talk about GE for a minute. My refrigerator is starting to do poorly, and I'm thinking, oh, I should get a new refrigerator. But it turns out the refrigerator we have is a GE, and they stopped making refrigerators a few years ago, or a couple of years ago. And so now I can't get a refrigerator from GE. And now they recently, within the last week or so, they've... Oh, wait, I can't do that corner either. Now, wait a minute. Yeah, yeah, I see. Anyway, refrigerators notwithstanding, and that's the problem. It's not withstanding my need for a refrigerator. It's a simple fridge. I don't want I don't want ice cube dispensers, and I don't want Wi-Fi playing videos, and I don't want security options, and I don't want it to. I just want a refrigerator and freezer. One door is the refrigerator. One door is the refrigerator. And that's literally it. That's all that I want it to be. Oh, this is dark over here. Let's see. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, that's fine. So I don't know what they got for good choices for refrigerators, and it hasn't died yet on me, so I might still be able to keep it around for a couple of years. I don't know, but it's making this noise, and you know, when a refrigerator starts making a certain noise, you find yourself wishing to not have to have it anymore. Well, this is one of those cases where there's nobody watching at this exact minute. So if you're watching from later on, then I'm sorry I'm not being very communicative right now, but I don't have much to talk about because there's nobody bringing up any topics. I'm willing to discuss almost anything. Yeah, that's not good. We got to have some kind of. It would be nice if we could just put like one here, like. See, if we have this, I can't even put anything there. Hold on. That works, but it's sticking out funny. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. We can't have perfection. It's not always well, you know what we could do? No, let's not do that. It looks good, and that's what's important. All right. Well, if we could do the inside of the inside corner, then maybe we could do the outside corners for the other ones. It's all about the lighting for some reason today. I have to say, I really don't like lighting like that and that. Maybe we just have the light in the middle might have been better. I don't know. Yeah, the shadow looks all bad right here. I can't get it up there. Yeah, just the offsetedness of it makes it look bad. However, it does line up properly. It does line up properly, and so it looks a little bit better that way. All right, we'll do these. We'll do these. It's not that big of a deal. And now at least I can reclaim some of my torches that I've lost over the past whatevers. Trying to make something look right. That's the trick. That's all you gotta do, is just make it look right. If it doesn't look right, call that into question. Alright, one more. One more, come on. Hooray, we've done that before the 1 hour mark. Now we can continue with what we were doing. Now I got even more stone axes. Alright, well, might as well start here, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. This is no good. That's no good. Maybe I can put full blocks there or something, but it looks off if I do that. This looks off anyway. Yeah, well, we'll see what we need. I'm taking a lot of drinks today. I am really thirsty. Do a lot of yard work, that's what happens. This is about it for the yard work, you know, the final leaf cleanup, and that's it. That's it. I don't have to do anything until it just snows, at which point I can start shoveling. Bleh. Shoveling the snow. You know, so there's an awful lot of people that are bad in your lives, bad in people's lives. Like they have, like you're like, you can't believe that these people get away with what they get away with. They tell you, you have to spend money on this or that, and then you get upset because you got to spend your money on this or that, and it's just wrong. They make you spend money, and it's your money, and it's not their money, and they don't. You don't. I'm not making any sense here. There you go. No, but what I'm getting at is that you get these people that are really messing up your life, and they try to take control over certain aspects of your life, and that usually invokes money. It's usually about the money. And I hate that. I mean, let them leave you alone. Like, if I had a job, I did have a job until recently, relatively recently, and they would say, okay, your work uniform has changed. I'm like, no, I don't. I still wear that. No, he's like, no, you got to get a new work uniform. And I'm like, well, I don't want a new work uniform. And they're like, well, it's too bad. You have to have one. Yeah, the old, what's wrong with the old one? And they're like, Ed, you have to pay for it. And the last time this happened, it was jeans. They're like, it should just have been jeans. You know? Oh, no, this again. Now you'd think, oh, well, what's wrong with jeans? And I'm like, well, I'll tell you what's wrong with jeans. I normally don't wear them. I didn't have any jeans at the time. Hadn't worn them since high school. And they're like, oh, you just get some jeans. How hard can that be? Well, it's not hard to get jeans, but it's like, it's the expense. I mean, they're not paying me for getting these jeans. It's like, if they wanted to, they could change the work uniform every 3 weeks, and we couldn't do a bloody thing about it. Jeans being what they are, I thought, well, it's okay, I'll order jeans. And so what I did is I ordered jeans, and I'm like, oh, great, okay, great. Whoa, what the hell? So what was the problem? Well, there was no problem. I ordered the jeans, and they're going to arrive. Now, a few days later, I show up for work, and they're like, how come you're not wearing the jeans yet? And I'm like, well, I'm not required to wear the jeans until Monday. And they were saying, no, it actually we moved that up. It's now you have to wear them by the Thursday. And I'm like, well, that's no good. I'm going by what you originally said, which was Friday. I mean, which was Monday. And they were like, so I basically said, oh, and it's one of those things where they give you an employee notice, but they don't tell you. They don't give you any way of keeping it. And so you just say, I remember it said Monday. And then they say, no, our notice actually said Thursday before that. And of course it didn't, but nobody has a copy of it because you're not allowed to even take pictures of it. Yes, this is true. This is how it works. I was completely furious. Well, what happens is eventually enough people point out that it was in fact Monday, that it was supposed to take effect. And with enough people pointing it out, that basically meant the guy was wrong. And so he's like, all right, fine, Monday. But you should have been wearing them now anyway, because of the off chance that they might have been required. Or don't you care about the work spirit or something? We're like a family here kind of thing. And I'm like, you guys don't pay me enough to be my family. But what happened was, around Friday, when they said it was going to be Monday, so around Friday they said something like, okay, you're going to have that ready? Okay. And they're like, well, why don't you have your jeans yet? And I'm like, well, I ordered them by mail. And he's like, why couldn't you just buy them at the mall? And I'm like, well, I don't shop at the mall. I'm not making enough money. I have to get them cheaper. This is how I get them cheaper, is by buying them from Amazon. You don't like it, then you don't like it, then you pay for it. You know, kind of thing. They'll arrive when they'll arrive, you know. You know, if you want them to get to my front door faster, then you pay for the extra speed of shipping and da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, so, you know, that's how that sort of thing goes. And they just hate you, and it's not your fault. It's their fault. Because they don't care about the pittance that we would have made as money. But it's also on Friday that he said, okay, what about the, you know, you got to make sure. Make sure you understand it's supposed to be black jeans. I'm like, black jeans? What black jeans? Well, can I see the notice? No. Well, then it doesn't say black jeans. What the heck are black jeans? I said. I didn't know what they were going on about. And so they finally produced the note, and I looked, and the note was still there in the schedule, and it said or black jeans. It said regular or black jeans. And I'm like, you can't make it mandatory to have black jeans if it says or on it. Oh, was I furious. And I hadn't bought black jeans. I bought blue jeans. Now, here is the thing. I bought blue jeans. I got blue jeans. I wore blue jeans. And I was going to refuse to let them tell me that I had to go out and buy black jeans because they did not say black jeans. Right? Well, the problem got worse. You see, earlier that month, my mother was hospitalized. And I thought she was going to die. And eventually she did die a couple months later. What was it? July? It was July, and it was, and she died in September. So yeah, she didn't die too soon after this happened. But I was really upset at the whole situation. I was crying my eyes out as one does when a loved one has something terminal. And I just thought, I don't know what I remember telling her once while she was passed out, I don't know what I'm going to do without you. It's terrible. I might quit my job. But then she started to make a recovery. And when she was recovering, although she had been knocked out while that was happening, she vaguely thought she'd heard something about I was going to quit my job. And she took it as gospel that I was going to quit my job. And so she was worried that I had quit my job. And then one day I went straight to the hospital from work to go visit her, and I'm wearing the blue jeans, and she's like, "Why are you wearing blue jeans? Shouldn't you be wearing a work uniform?" She didn't recover for very long, and therein lies another tale. That these tales go on and on. There's just so much tale there, so much of a tale there. It's sordid, really. And I have to say, it's about people trying to get money from you. You know, you get a doctor saying, "We need you to approve letting her get the operation. She needs an operation. We need to do the operation. And so we need you to approve it since you're the next of kin and you're the one in charge of the whatever." And I was like, "Okay, I'll be glad to." Ugh, I'm a little messed up in the head right now. Hold on a second. And I was perfectly willing to let her have the operation. I mean, after all, but I wanted to know how much it cost. Sneak says, "Tails Hello, Sneak. Tails Tails I'm not running a coin. Oop, sleepy time. As Arisidon just said a few minutes ago. I don't really get the reference to Tails. Are you talking about Mr. Miles Prower, which is a stupid name, by the way? Or I don't know if I should continue the story now that somebody else is here. Every time I start one of these stories, people start leaving. Tails. I don't get it. I don't get the reference. Just working on that basement. That glorious and gorgeous basement that when it's ready will be one heck of a sight. And it already is. I'm not sure exactly what this corridor is for. It's just for walking down, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know. And I forgot why I was talking about my mother. Was dying and that's all that I can remember. It was a continuance of the whole thing about the story of the blue jeans. And yeah, she was really, she just went crazy when she found out that I was wearing blue jeans, because then she was convinced that I had quit my job, and I didn't. Anyway, that's how that goes. That's how these stories go, and are not important right now. I forgot what connection they had to do with anything. Hey, hey, hey! Done! Oh, so much here to do. I'm not going to get this all done today, of course. There's just too much to do. I'll be working on this later on after the episode. You've just never lived until you've tried to make something happen. Life is really nice today. Ever been to Missouri? I may have passed through it once. I don't think I stayed in Missouri. I no longer can remember, because this was years ago, so I don't really remember. But it might have been I've passed through it. That's the so-called show me state. Used to be people were making fun of the people from Missouri by saying, "You have to show me, haha," because the idea was that they were being considered dumb, and but it turned out that they started using that as a kind of pride, not like gay pride. I mean, like, a regular kind of pride, where they're like, "Yeah, well, you'll have to prove something to me before I." So I'm not as gullible as some people, kind of thing. So you'll have to show me had an entirely new meaning. And I really admire that, because I think that proof is a very important thing. So in that sense, although I've not been to Missouri on a regular basis, I really admire the place. But there's this problem that they have there's this problem they have about how half of the inhabitants call it Missouri, and the other half call it Missouri. And that annoys some people. It's not that annoying to me, but you know how it is. They are something else, but then everybody is something else. Nobody is the same as anybody. That's just how it be. I have this strange recollection of having been to Rhode Island when I was a kid. And I think it's a false implanted memory or something. Oh, crap. Because I think it's not true. Maybe we were in Rhode Island passing through to go somewhere else. I'm just misremembering it or something. All right. Phew. What the? Oh, it's over here. All right. Drop everything else off. I've been to a few states. Of course, if you know anything about Taco Redneck, though, he's been to just about all the states. He could probably know more about some states than other people. Let's see, 24, 32. At last we got those. We need those. Need to have more of those. Oh, this is going well today. I feel like I could play this game for like 6 or 7 hours today. Soon we'll be starting on those. I still don't have the plan for it. I need to work out the details of the height of each level. Because I have the tryouts. You see, here's how it's going to work. First, we got the faculty towers. A quesadilla kind of guy. Quesadilla. Okay. Okay, so at the top level, we have faculty towers in the corners. You respect my power outages. I have not... Alright, I did have a very, very short brownout for about 2 seconds, like last week, or was it the week before? And I have not had a power outage myself in a while. Okay, so here's what the first level is going to look like. We're going to have, like, this is like the main... This is the common room. We'll have... benches and carpets and maybe a little fireplace. Although I don't know what kind of fireplace we want to have in a wooden building, but we'll work something out. Probably have some kind of a coat rack or something over here. Then up to here we get to the second floor, and the second floor is going to be dorm room number 1. Except it's this is faculty. These are faculty dorm rooms or something like that. Get another one of these nice little balcony-like things. What is the ideal temperature to stay in? Oh, you mean like for the thermostat? Or do you mean for a place to live? just any outdoor temperature. Well, a lot of people set their ideal temperature at 72. But I don't like that. I like it colder. I've got it set for the winter. I have it set for 68. And when it gets really cold outside, it seeps inside, so I turn it to 69. And sometimes 70, but usually 69 is the maximum, and I prefer 68. For when it's summer, I have it... again, people set it to 72, and they're being ridiculous. So what I do is I have mine set... Why is this not finished? I thought I finished that. So for the summer, I have it set to 78 or 79. Which is ridiculous, but it's just warm enough. And here's the third. And this isn't finished for some stupid reason. And then this is going to stairs up to the top level. And look, there's the roof. If anybody wants to know what the roof looks like, here it is. It looks terrible. Thermostat. So yeah, my numbers are... 68 and 78, which is ridiculous, but that's how it is. The colder temperature during the winter. But like I said, most people seem to like 72. And speaking of which, I have to call in the furnace guy to do a tune-up on the furnace to make sure it works okay. Alright, so anyway, as I was saying, this level, this is the bottom part of the tower, and the tower will go up a little higher. I don't know how much higher. Somewhat higher. And so we'll have one at each one of the corners for faculty. Just places to stay, you know. Maybe I could partition them into very small rooms or something. I don't know yet. Alright, so on this floor... It's not the front of the floor. It's not the back of the floor. It's the front of the floor. we've got further pathways out, which will then go out into those things. And so the point is on the tower up there, we've got floors that are 6 meters tall. Not 8. These are all 8 meters tall. Well, these levels are higher than 8. But you can see this is a 5 meter tall area. It's much more cozy looking. And so the 6th meter is, of course, the floor. And so on. So if we just do a lot of 5s. Big data teacher. Played by Brent Spiner, no doubt. Oh, damn it. I hate doing that. So my point is, when I set this up, I need to work out 5 meters or 6 meters from there, 5 down from there, 5 down from there, and then the rest will be just cobble. And so we'll work on that. Was this a woodland mansion? It indeed was a woodland mansion, and in fact, it's still going to be used. It's just being refurbished. You can see it's Dogwolf School of Wozatry, established 1821. Then it was disestablishment. Then somebody took it over that was anti-disestablishment, and then there were some Nazis, and they added Aryanism to it. All right, that was stupid. So were the Nazis. Anyway, the point is now I have control over it, taken over from these bad guys with axes and with little bat-like ghosts, or ghost-like bats, or go-bats, or go-bots. Yeah, that's it. They're the go-bots. I had to fight off go-bots and transformers and resistors anyway, the point is this is where we're going to put everything that we think is of any use to anybody, which it isn't. Here's the assembly hall. Some assembly required. And here is a slab. It appears here for the first time. All right, we gotta get going on building more of the basement. The basement is the important thing. And I'm running out of cobbled brimstone. No. Well, we got enough for. I don't know what we got enough for. That should do it. Oop, do this side. Whew. So how's things been going with you? You seem to need something for a big data class. Is your class really called Big Data? It seems silly. Big Data. Maybe they gave it a silly name so more people would attend the class. I don't know. Whoa! Oh. Oh, man. This is no good. Whose idea was this? That's called Big Data. Well, I wish you luck in it. New York's statistics class. I could make a joke about keep us posted, but no, I won't do that. New York is one heck of a place. My last woodland mansion that I took over was I pretended it was Professor X's X-Men mansion. And I guess technically Westchester is in New York, but it's not New York City, so I don't know. I used to be a little upset that all the superheroes were in New York and there weren't any in other places. Later in the 70s, there were some in San Francisco, but for a long time it wasn't like that. And when I found out that Thor was based in New York, not New York, Thor was based in Chicago, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I started reading the comics. I'm like, let's see some actual references to Chicago here. And there weren't any. The writers, I can only remember the names of the artists right now, but the writers were, they didn't know anything about Chicago, so they just said it was Chicago. They couldn't draw it. Usually they just referred to the place as the city. And so I was like, well, that's a very strange thing to do. And then one day they just set the Thor comic and he had to, Dr. Don Blake had to swim in the river, and then suddenly it becomes the Hudson River, and suddenly they're in New York, and even though nothing had happened. Small town called Boonville is not where I live, but it's a cool town name. Yeah, there's another place called Podunk, and the story about Podunk is interesting because it's not a real, it's not a city anymore, but it used to be, or a small town, that is to say. It's Minecraft, who says heyo, because he's just come back from the Heyo Clinic. Or else he's pretending to be Ed McMahon. But I don't think I've won $1 million. Well, especially if I throw my diamond swords around like that. Boonville. Yeah, that's a nice name. One of my favorite musicians was named Boone. And then you can always use words like boon in a D&D game, like, I crave a boon of you, if you will but allow yourself to go on a quest. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, this is going to be a bit tricky. Yeah, Minecraft, you haven't missed too much. We went caving for a very short period of time. It was a very small cave. Yeah, but we finally got those zombies to stop grunting at us all the time whenever we wanted to sleep. No more quests since the accident. The kneecap. Oh yeah, the arrow. It's an episode of the Green Arrow. Because it's become putrid after having not treated it for so long. Your wounds always require dog treats. I like this. It's a little guard thing to prevent you from taking damage when you fall if you go like this. One of many tricks that I've learned in years of playing this game. It was all too much. Da 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 da. I don't know the lyrics to that obscure Beatles song. Da 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 da. The Angry Grandmother. Oh, I didn't actually sleep. I don't know a song titled Angry Grandmother, unless it was the one where she got run over by a reindeer. How? You give the zombies something to get them to stop? No, I killed them. I'll show you. See, I went down here, and I went down here, and I went down here, and voila! I found the cave, and there were one zombie and like 5 skeletons, and that was it. That was the end of it, and I'm now done here. The Beatles were a little-known band. There's this book. What's it called? The Beatles Tune In or something, by Mark Lewison, and it tells a ridiculous amount of detail about the lives of the Beatles before they became famous. It's apparently meant to be 3 volumes. The second one's probably Turn On, and the third one is probably Drop Out. That's my guess. But he's taking so long to write his book that he'll never get it done. And so we'll probably never even see the second volume. It's been like over 10 years. It's been 11 years, I think, since he... what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I need more brimstone. That's all there is to it. Running out of the damn stuff. I think we'll call it... Well, that's only an hour and a half. We'll call it... we'll call stopping with the placing of this stuff when I've finished... Okay. Oh, don't bring me down. No, wait. No, that's ELO. Don't let me down. Wait, is it don't let me down or don't bring me down? Wait. Don't let me down. Yeah, it's don't let me down. Okay. ELO. I like it that they're on the roof and they're saying, don't let me down. Don't let me down from the roof. But they want to end their Let It Be movie on a bit of a shocking note. So they had this idea that they'd get the police to arrest them. But then the policeman refuses to arrest them, only wants to caution them. This was very, very silly. At least when I do this, you can just hold the button down, and that's not a problem. Most efficient. Yeah, my interest in the Beatles about their music was... It's great music, but it's like... It's not what I'm interested in as much as I used to be. I mean, I like the music, but it's like... I've heard it and heard it and heard it. I like when they sing something that doesn't become a recording. You know, all the stuff that appeared in Let It Be, there's a lot of songs on there that are really not intended for proper release. And they didn't even intend to put Her Majesty on the album of Abbey Road. You know, there's some tape guy. Oh, shit. Hold on. I messed up. This was supposed to be a circle. Well, bye-bye, Sneak. I'm sure you'll turn up again when we least expect it, which is probably the next episode. Yeah, Her Majesty was a good song. Well, no, it wasn't. That was the point. They'd rejected it. They tossed it. It was on the cutting room floor. It was meant to be between Me, Mr. Mustard, and Polythene Pam. And they didn't like the stop and start of that bit. So they cut the bit out and they just went straight from the one song into the other. And they cut out Her Majesty. And supposed to stay on the cutting room floor. And then this tape guy came along. And without their knowing it, he appended it onto the album. And they didn't see it. And they didn't know it was there until the album was released. And they're like, wait, what's that doing on there? A lot of great songs coming from them, but it's one of those things. See you 82 minutes ago. That was after I started watching. I mean, when I started recording. Nobody would expect me to be consistent. The Spanish consistent. Well, I hope to see you someday on our 118 server. You could be the sneak in the grass. I don't know if I want to do any more servers. This might be the last one I ever do. I hate to say it, but I think CC, that is to say cubic chunks, is a dream that is starting to die on us, I think. I hate to say it, but I think it's just, you know, with Corgi's new problems and other problems that we've had recently, is I really don't know what to say. What's going to happen to us? It might be that this is just but the curse of Becker Wozet has attached itself to another project, and the project is now finally getting around to failing. Oh, well, there's still hope. There's still a possibility of things turning out well. And I say that just as I mess up. That's great. That's just great. I'm getting some really serious pessimism for some reason right now. I'll be better. I'll be better. I don't know. What do you think, Minecraft? If you're still watching this, do you think the shadows are just too dark over here, or do you think it's just about right? I mean, it's well lit. This is just a corridor for the sake of having a corridor, really. It doesn't go anywhere except round and rounded squares. But do you think there's like too much shadow here? Because originally I was going to have this down here, but that's not going to work. I'm sure it's all right. I'm just overanalyzing it, perhaps. I don't know what I'm doing. Looks good. All right, fine. No, I need a drink sooner or rather than later. I'm out of the cobbled grimstone. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, I guess I am stopping then for that. There's no point in continuing right now, as long as I find something else to do. Then I guess is see how we're going with the other stuff. Oh, look at all that. Yes, sir. Place looks very different. Yep. I aim to get as much done as I possibly can. Oh, that's downstairs. Yes, it's downstairs. The downstairs is yeah, see, this is where we're making the storage for the basement. It's larger than the previous attempt at doing this in the previous mansion. And then downstairs we're gonna have crafting, not crafting, enchanting down there in the middle, and we've got a bunch of other things. It's going to be a very dark area down there on purpose. This corridor doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I just for the sake of having a nice looking corridor out here. Originally, we would have downstairs in the previous mansion that would go out into this corridor, and then you could just access the. It's not important. This is the wrong place to put the bed in this room, but I don't know what we're going to put in these rooms. They're just right now. They just exist. We should probably have like a boiler room or something. Let's have a boiler room. Like this could be a boiler room, because we got exits there and there, and so on and so on and so on. Yeah, have a boiler room and have a. I don't know. Almost done with this. Let's see. We're working on the blue, purple, and orange. Oop. So much to do. It is. I like how it's turning out. It's not perfect, but I've seen better. $226. Yeah, let's hold off for a while on that one. One. Gotta do it all quickly. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Come on. Two. Done with yellow, thankfully. In fact, if I'm done with yellow, I should let a couple of them out and kill them. I don't know. They'll hold on to that. You never know. Ah! You thought you could get out, but you couldn't. Yep. Will you guys get out of the way? I gotta get out of here. 118. That sounds better. Awesome. Save some durability. Won't be long now before we can remove this wonderful looking bridge. And then I don't know what we'll do once we do that, because this is the entrance and it's in a very lopsided kind of location. It would be better for the entrance to be over there, and I should have just done that. But maybe we can have something here. I don't know. Oh, is this the center? Why is that like that? Can basketball players change that? I don't know. We'll do something, I guess. Yeah, I want to have this going in here. Like that. Yeah, probably. Have we got them over here? We don't have them over here. We gotta have them over here too. Alright. It shouldn't be too difficult to do this. Tiny little tweaks. You could have a froyo stand in the lobby. Do they really have that in some schools? I never saw any. We used to have a school. We used to have a place where you could little vending machine where you could buy little pencils that had NFL teams on them, and I collected all of the NFL teams and I collected all of the baseball teams, which they had for the other season. That was a lot of fun collecting that stuff. I used to collect all sorts of stupid things. All right. What was I doing? Well, I'm done with the purple on this level. Oh, but we wanna see if we do something here. Have the carpet going in there or something. I don't know. See, that doesn't look right because you go clonk. Worth a shot. If we had two of them, though, it becomes a problem because then this has to connect to something. Or you know what else? We could do it this way. That's not too bad. I like that. Oh, we ran out. Oh well, too bad. Too bad, so sad. Bitty boom, bitty boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That can't be right. That cannot be right, but we'll do this anyway. Oops, ran out. Good. Yeah, I never saw any stands in... there isn't a proper school lobby. You know, you just walk in here and here's just the front foyer entrance kind of thing. But in a regular high school, you just walk in and there's a corridor. All right, we gotta get to the orange. It takes so long to do these. But by the time I get this, the walls of this place up, it's gonna be a. I gotta spend a lot of time on this. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll spend a lot of time on this. Oh, another idea that I had. Okay, you see on this level we've got the dark oak, and it goes looks like that, and it goes like that. And we're using those for the corridors. So we got these down the corridors like this, and we got them there down that corridor, and so on and so on. And I'm thinking we could do the same. Maybe we could do different types of wood on different levels. Like maybe we're not going to change the wood of the walls, but for these little things here, we could switch them out for more logs, and maybe the logs could be something other than dark oak. So we need to look and see. Since there are 4 levels, we got to have 4 kinds of wood, but we've only got 3 kinds of wood. 1, 2, 3, and that's a nice gradient from light to dark. But we got this other one over here, which is spruce, and I wanted to see about how spruce looks against. Oh, what's that doing over there? I don't know. I literally cannot tell the difference. So let's look carefully. I made sure to use the right colors. Oh, what's it says here? Metal detectors. This whole place is wood. I don't think they've got metal. There's not much metal in this place. COVID mask stations. Different wood trims. Yeah, the problem is dark oak is only slightly darker than spruce, as you can see here. There's a very, very, very slight difference. The dark oak is just slightly more pale. I'm using, by the way, accurate colors. Well, I was thinking of naming the floors 1, 2, 3, and 4 in honor of Lawrence Welk. And so I don't have to teach about Welks. The birch floor, the spruce floor. I really don't know. I mean, I was as careful as I could to get the colors right. And it's just, the colors are too similar on those. At least you can tell this is brighter and this is brightest. But if you think about it, I don't want birch on the floor, on the top floor. I don't want birch. No. No. Boy, am I thirsty. Been thirsty all day. It's just ridiculous. So thirsty. I should just drink more, I guess. I don't know. Oh, but yeah, it doesn't have to be. We could have spruce, but that's not going to work. If you can't really tell the difference all that much, this one's a bit more saturated, and this one's just ever so darker, but you just can't tell. So maybe what we can do instead, where is it? Where is it? Where the hell is it? We don't have any. No. There. Now you can see the darkness is slightly increased. You can see how the dark is better for the dark oak logs. You can see how it's darker. It's a little more clear because the we don't have such a high contrast for the wood when it's like that. And so as such it would be better. And so all we got to do is just look and consider the possibility of the same thing applying to birch and to oak. In fact, let's just do all four. So you can see that's just absolutely useless. I mean, it's a nice texture, but I've only ever heard and gotten grief from it. And you can see how that's brightest, second brightest, third brightest, fourth brightest. But when you do this, it changes the whole thing. I like that. But we've already done these, and I don't really want to change it for something that's brighter. And that's the other thing. Although the colors are more accurate here, these are brighter than these. You could just tell. So what we could do, first floor, then maybe second floor, then maybe third floor, and then maybe one of these for, maybe this for the fourth floor. So that's what we'll probably do is 1F. 2F. 3F. And finally 4F, which is terrible if you've been drafted. If you're drafted and you're 4F, you ain't gonna get in the military, which is what most people who are drafted want anyway. It's to not be in the military. I wish I could say the same thing about the people who do join the army. All right, well, never mind that. We're done with this. I gotta go downstairs and get tons and tons of grimstone. Meet the grimstone. I've had no problems. I have to say this. I've had no problems with any of my mods. Chopping down trees, zooming in and out of things. And what other mods do I have? Can't remember. Better recipes. What the hell is that? No problem with that mod. You can see right there. Blue carpet, purple carpet. I've had no problems with Java 17. It seems flawless. I think Mojang finally are starting to know what they're doing. But on the other hand, they're not necessarily doing better, because look at the crap they're making us go through. It's like, why can't this work with Java 8? Oh, and the thing is, when you're downloading Java 17, I keep going to the One Oracle site, and it only gives me Java 8. And it's supposed to be Java 17, and they messed up. There's two sites. There's one site that gives you JDK that goes up to 17, but if you try to get JRE, you can only get 8, and you can only get 8 by wolves or maybe piranha fish, whatever. Well, I hate to call it early, a few minutes early, but I've got a lot I gotta do, and I really am thirsty. I need a lot more drink. So now we've got the idea of where this is going to go. This is not necessarily going to change. In fact, this might be better than that. I like the idea of having one of these and one of these on 2 floors, and then 2 intermediate floors are 2 different colors. Yeah, well, we're done. We're done with this. I've run out of things to do right now that aren't extreme drudgery, such as just messing around with just breaking lots of blocks. Chupacabra. In the chupacabra, da 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 da. Or I can think of something that Groucho Marx was in that movie. What was the movie where Groucho Marx met Ernie Kovacs? Was it Our Man in Havana or I can't remember. It's a... Yeah, it doesn't matter. So this episode will be in honor of our friend who is having trouble, and I won't discuss the nature of that trouble, but I do hope he gets better, and that problems are solved, and bureaucracy is a terrible thing, is all I can say. And here's hoping that things could go well with him. Next episode, I don't know what we'll do. Might do Minecraft. By the time next episode comes along, for all I know, we'll be doing the 1.18 vanilla server, which is coming very, very soon. The CPVAX connection. Oh, you're trying to spell Kovacs. It's Kovacs. It's Kovacs like that. Anyway,